Hey, hey.
I came back home to resent us for taking up the car. We should make some better offs around.
Durval stormed the house, and still he lives. The longer we stay here, the more it'll feel like home. Yeah, there's plenty of work here, but none I like.
Here. Let's see if I still remember how to play this.
Are we sure we were on it?
You honor me.
Hmm.
Here's revealing stuff too.
Scrabbling a bit.
Nah, we have this.
These look like Banuk markings. Is this the way to their territory?
I love this game. It's just great.
You don't look like you know this path, Hunter.
Seems you're a long way from anything. Where does this trail lead?
For me, it leads south, away from the Banuk, past the Grave Horde. Banukai, watch over me. This is the quickest way out of the cut, instead of going all the way through Oseram territory. And take it from me, you want a quick way out of the cut.
I haven't even arrived yet. Why would I want to leave?
Strange machine attacks? A curse on the mountain? It's enough to make me look forward to Meridian.
You're going to Meridian.
Yes. I was named an envoy to the Karja King's court. No one else wanted to do it. It's not so bad. I just recount the songs from Ban-Ur, and the Karja draw their funny little glyphs. I tell them of the machine's growing anger, and the Karja King still offers aid even though he knows the Banuk will not accept it.
What kind of strange machines? And what kind of curse?
Machines tougher and crazier than anything in the south, I heard. And smoke comes off the mountain like a funeral pyre all day and night. But like I said, I just pass through now.
What sort of place is the cut?
It's on the edge of everywhere. The edge of Ban-Ur, the edge of the mountains, the edge of other tribes' territories. It suffered in the war with the Karja. But it suffered before that too. Life there is a test. To survive out on the edge.
Not exactly homey. I can see why you'd want to move on.
Home is what you carry in a roll on your back.
Well, thanks for the warning. I'm curious about these machines, though.
And the warning rolled off you. I understand you adventurers are all alike. Good luck.
You all took an arrow to the knee. Hmm. What? That looks like a tree.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your desk.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Lots of climbing.
Can't carry more.
What is that?
This one's a new predator. Can see the heat coming off it.
Override impossible, okay. Hmm. Hmm. I only have one of those, but let's see.
Now they're hunting me.
Oh my. That experience though.
Got too much already.
Hmm.
I can't feel much of anything in this.
You got the shadow armor on you. I'm pretty sure it protects you against more or less everything. Though through walking in freezing water is not the best idea. Yeah. Story armor is not good enough.
Outlander on the mountain!
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Interesting. Ah.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Hmm.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
We'll see about that. Oh.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Hmm. The photo mode in Assassin's Creed is much better, I have to say.
The smoke on the mountain is bursting. Bad omen for the ritual. How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
That looks like corruption.
Chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now? Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
Death may rise up to meet you at any moment. Trust that our hunters knew this.
died on Thunder's drum, your songs will not be forgotten.
Okay, I can talk to you.
How am I to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
Who knows better how to lead than Aratak? We must put our faith in him.
All the loot.
The mountain is worse today. Bad omen for the ritual.
May the songs of the Lord.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrind, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Yeah, the next patch will have that.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Fancy hands. Reminds me of the Matrix. What was it? Revolutions? Party?
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Ourea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Ourea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth, filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Don't believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget.
Interesting.
I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Werik chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Werik, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Aww.
What are these Weriks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Weriks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Weriks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werik has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No, independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Araya or Thunder's Drum. Might be worth a shot.
I've never traveled further south
About
than
that
the Great-
free advice, Bergrand.
For you, I'll give it twice. But next time, I'll start charging.
See you around, Bergrand.
Hope so. I'd like return customers.
It feels like it's been forever since the coolest. Painting. When will it be finished?
These things that killed our hunters, how many of them have already poured into the cut?
Where once Banuk were dragged to Meridian in chains. Now Banuk... and Karja lived there as infants.
These cities of the south sound like what?
Deep din, silenced by rising waters.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes, a sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Rocket launcher.
All have jobs to do.
All that glass that I sold because it was just getting in my way. Okay. Gold badger. Gold badger. 2 badger bones. Okay. Yeah. I think I'll have to go for this one. This I don't care for. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Don't really care. So 5 points, okay. Oh, there's a cauldron.
No more music. The blood saw to that.
The Oseram, with their ridiculous ideas about women. How many great warriors have they ignored?
Water lapping on old stone.
Our hunt will already compete
That's
with
the
the other
sound to
worlds.
sleep to, not live to.
That's I feel closest to the blue light.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last until the Karja seek war again.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Werak come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
What do you think Zakuli's painting would look like when she's finished?
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this Daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Aurea. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Wait, there's a special?
Oh, the winters.
Good to see more
Coming at
Outlanders. We Banuk are too isolated from the other tribes. Suffer their own sort of corruption. I wonder what sort of challenge they present.
One thing you can say about these new machines, they will challenge us.
No, up there.
We remember, Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banukai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banukai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banukai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banukai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banukai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, who brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
A fresh face in the cut. Something of a rarity these days.
We remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were seeking a way to Banukai went into the waste.
Let's see.
Interesting place to put a shop.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Ban-Ur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean. That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
You'll find no glory here, Outlander. Only cold and death.
Remember, Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember.
Stay safe if you can.
Outlander, wait a moment.
Still, it persists. That tall neck is more Banuk than some of us Banuk.
We'll retake Stoneyou from the bandits before long. One challenge at a time.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
bow to bandits.
Whatever happens, we can't let the Daemon's work take our resolve from us.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
Keeping together this time.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep watch tonight.
Nutritious. That'll help.
Of course they are there. Okay, don't use those arrows on that.
Good meat.
Oh, you never got to there. You get it as part of the main story.
No.
I don't want to face my father.
Karja Outlanders.
Don't care what other tribes do, but I'll just mind my own.
May the sun grant you a portion of its wisdom, young huntress.
Contraption to do a job that Karja.
What brings you Karja so far from your home?
There's good machine hunting in the cut. Danger, too. Some have a taste for both, and they pay people like me well to guide them. We've had a bad run this time, even after I brought this priest along to read the signs.
I did say the sun's light was cast quite red the night of the...
Not your concern, though, Huntress. May your arrows find their mark.
I face the sun with pride, because I know my place.
Looks good.
Need more badgers. Yeah, that's the DLC.
She played by the rules and won.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. The Vanguard doing?
Poor Prince Itamen. He's just a child. Thank you for bringing him home.
Bergrun said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
I actually plan on getting Destiny 2 on the PS4. A friend actually asked me if I want to join him.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
Warframe, I know it, but it's like not sure. I would also need to see if it runs on my PC.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at that.
What is that?
It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal.
I mean, I have a gaming PC now, though I need to see if the thing runs on Linux, since that's what I'm using.
Naltuk? Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrund told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Ourea went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Ourea wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
All right, you want to stop the spread of the Daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the Daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Ourea.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Now... Destroy or override the tower. I like the idea of overriding.
I can kill the machines, but what about the tower? I might be able to destroy it. All right.
Did I get hit by something? Oh shit! That neutralizes...
If I can get to the tower, I can override it.
I wonder if I override it, do I get to control them?
Getting close and override the tower.
Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh shit.
Calm, calm.
I'm not here. So it just does an EMP pulse.
Pass the test. So the tower helps nearby machines, but it can be overridden.
Can I do anything more with it? Guess not. Oh, nice.
Let's talk about Ourea.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Ourea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine. A great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Ourea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Ourea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Ourea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Ourea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Ourea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Alright, I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's
Look at him run. Go, 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 go. Hey. I'd like to get a fast travel point somewhere here. I'd like to get that. I'll get this first. Let's see. Oh, I'm using way too much of that. Yeah, this should be it. Oh, there's a Tallneck. And there's a bunch of machines over there. Nobody here. Don't worry.
A Tallneck? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
We'll go check that. Don't mind me. Now let's go see about that Tallneck. I need to approach it, okay. Oh, it's up there. Can I climb here?
Encased in ice. A long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started. Is everything about to attack me? They're scanning for me. It's off! chance. Dropped it! That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes.
I'll do that in a bit. First, loot all the things.
Perhaps my focus can help me. These aren't cheap. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Okay.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
Let's go get this one first. be right back. And back. Here. Thank you.
Red light.
Wait. Ah.
This tonic part's still in one piece.
Oh.
You're alert.
Holy shit. Holy whoa, 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 whoa.
Get out of this.
Holy shit. That was interesting.
I thought they'd go on forever. I'll do what I have to. Definitely not scrap. I mean, it's all next cat. It's heavy. Right on target.
Oh, I needed these guys.
I forget what warmth feels like. Heart seems intact. Tallnecks are built tough. I'll find a use for you. The Banuk were protecting it. This Tallneck was probably holy to them.
So used to the Assassin's Creed controls.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works. Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, if I'm right, I just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching. Jolt should wake you up.
Oh, nice.
Easy now. Easy! Ugh. Ugh. Right, it's never easy.
No, it never is. Why should it be?
Now I need to climb that tall neck again. I'll need to find higher ground.
Here, probably. Or actually over there, I'm guessing.
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck. Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
I love this beat. There's something interesting here. These are the cauldrons. I don't see a cauldron here. but there's supposed to be one somewhere. Likely that this is it then. Oh, it repairs them as well. Epsilon overrides locked, so there is somewhere something. And then we need free here. Yeah, don't be underneath. It's a bad idea.
Never know when I might need these.
Let me see the quest. Ouch. And of course that's where I need to go.
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Yeah, I need another goat skin, okay. Okay, these are figurines. Here are the pigments. I wonder if this might be
Tasty.
I didn't want to drop in. And now what? Maybe it wants me to follow further upstream. Still enough points.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built.
Oh.
Some kind of animal. A keepsake of the old ones. This'll last. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the Din?
Okay, power cells.
Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in.
We might be the last Sassual people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, the song.
Hard to see anything, but this room looks like it's packed with old stuff. Might be something useful. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. The lock positions. Up another holographic interface. Must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Focus could turn something up. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. These wires must run to the power source. Could be something around that my focus will see. That Oseram must have forced his way through here.
I've become trapped somehow! Oh boy, the forge, I'm pleased to hear another person stumbling about in here. It's like the door is stuck! This is a perfect opportunity to do a good deed and clear your conscience for whatever cruelties you may have committed. Unless you're not one of those snack moths I saw outside, are you?
Can't I just talk to him
You're a
without
snack moth, I don't
opening?
suppose you'd tell me. Would ya? Nah, Snap Ma probably couldn't fit through the door. Or climb to the door. Or understand the function of doors. Or... Oh!
Are you alright?
Well, you don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment I thought my fire was snuffed. The forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to... flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. When the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
This guy is annoying.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long. Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl! 2 sets of hands! Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.